So, Starbucks has gone and done it. They've completely changed their rewards program for 2026. And if you've opened up your app recently, you're probably a little confused, right? It's got more tiers, new rules, and frankly, it's left a lot of us scratching our heads.
Okay, so let's cut through all the fancy marketing talk. What does this actually mean for your daily latte? Are you actually getting a better deal here, or a worse one? That's the real question we're going to figure out. We've done the homework for you. We've dug into all the official terms, the press releases, and even some really smart analysis from other customers to get the real story. Look, our goal is super simple, just to give you a straight-up guide to how this whole new thing works.
All right, so the first thing you need to know, the biggest change of all, is that Starbucks brought back status tiers. There's a 3-level system now. Everybody starts out at green, but if you want to climb higher to gold or reserve, you've got to spend a certain amount every year. Let's take a look at what it takes.
Okay, now this is where you really see what it takes. The green tier is for everyone, no spending needed. But to get to gold, you got to spend $500 a year, before tax. That's about $10 a week. And to hit that top-level reserve status, you're looking at a commitment of over $2,000 a year.
All right, so let's start with the green tier, which, let's be honest, is where most of us are probably going to land. You'll earn 1 star for every dollar you spend. You do get a birthday reward, but now it's only good for that one day. And this is a big one. Your stars will expire if you don't make a purchase for 6 months. Next up, we have gold status. You get a little bump here, earning 1.2 stars for every dollar. Now, the headline feature here, and this is a huge deal for a lot of people, is that your stars stop expiring as long as you keep your gold status. Plus, you get a whole week to use your birthday reward. And then, at the very top of the pyramid, you've got reserve. This is for the biggest spenders. You earn a much nicer 1.7 stars per dollar. Your birthday reward is good for a full 30 days, and you get access to exclusive merch and global coffee experiences. Now, what exactly that means? Well, they've been a little vague on the details. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the part that actually affects your wallet, the math. The way you earn stars has completely changed, and I gotta be honest, for most people, this is not good news. This is where it gets a little complicated. This right here, this shows you everything you need to know. Remember how you used to get 2 stars per dollar if you loaded money onto your card? Well now, if you're in the base green tier, you only get 1 star per dollar. That's a 50% cut right off the top. Even gold members are earning less. The only people who are actually doing a little better are those top-tier reserve members.
So, okay, you're earning stars slower, but what can you actually get with them? Here's the official chart from Starbucks. It's 25 stars for something small, like an extra shot, 100 stars for a coffee or a pastry, and 200 stars for a handcrafted drink. On the surface, it looks pretty simple, right? But the real story, the one that matters, is how much money you have to spend to earn those free things.
And here it is, the number that really counts. To get that free handcrafted drink for 200 stars, a green member now has to spend a full $200. Even if you're a high-rolling reserve member, you're still spending almost $118. Think about it this way. You're basically prepaying for your own rewards. And for almost everybody, the price just went way up.
Someone on Reddit did a really deep dive on this, and honestly, they hit the nail on the head. Basically, for most of us, this program is like getting a 5% discount at best. You have to spend thousands of dollars a year just to get a value that's close to a 10% discount.
All right, now it's time to read the fine print, because some of these perks they're advertising, well, they come with some pretty big catches. The marketing sounds fantastic, but the reality is a little different. Okay, let's talk about that no expiring stars thing. This is a huge selling point, but you have to know this. It only applies to gold and reserve members. If you're in the green tier, sorry, your stars can still vanish if you don't make a purchase or reload your card for 6 months. And what about the birthday reward? You know, the one everybody loves? Yep, that's been tiered now too. For green members, you get exactly 1 day, your birthday, to grab that free drink. That's it. You need to be a gold member to get a week or a reserve member to get a whole month.
And that same analyst from Reddit had a pretty blunt take on it, saying, Starbucks don't care about your birthday unless you've got cash to burn, clearly. It kind of feels like they're putting a one simple perk behind a paywall.
Okay, and here's a big one that's kind of buried deep in the new terms and conditions. Your rewards account is now for personal use only. You know how families or friends sometimes share an account to rack up stars faster? Well, that's now officially against the rules and could even get your account shut down.
And as one person pointed out in the comments, this is super common. A lot of people do it. So if Starbucks actually starts cracking down on this, a lot of people might get a pretty nasty surprise one day when they open their app. So we've looked at the tiers, we've crunched the numbers, we've read the fine print, which brings us all the way back to the big question. Is this new Starbucks Rewards program even worth it for you anymore?
Let's just put this into context for a second. If you go to Dunkin', you have to spend around $95 to get a free fancy drink. But at Starbucks, even at their absolute best rate for Reserve members, it's over $117. And for most people in that green tier, it's a staggering $200.
So yeah, the takeaway here is pretty straightforward. The people who win with this new system are the really big spenders, the ones who can hit that reserve status. They're actually earning a bit better than before. And who loses out? Well, pretty much everyone else. The casual, everyday customers who are now going to earn rewards much, much slower.
So, what can you do about it? Here's a simple 3-step plan. First, pop open your app and see where you landed. Are you green, gold, or reserve? Second, be honest with yourself about how much you actually spend at Starbucks in a year. And third, just decide. Does this new math still make sense for you? Or is it maybe time to shake up your coffee routine?
You know, when you boil it all down, this whole overhaul really makes you think about loyalty programs in general. Is your loyalty actually being rewarded, or is it just being rented back to you at a new, higher price? It's definitely something to chew on the next time you're in line for your morning coffee.